aldo say, Tyson Green, R&B, it's going down, Westeros, what up? All my niggas, what up? Black Clan, Stockholm, Sweden, This been my life and it been there for a long time. Waited to watch right.
Oh, hello. Welcome to the Swag of a God Knows Part 2. This is my personal opinion today that I'll be giving on some stuff that I've seen over the course of time. If it's about fashion that I like, or it's about boxing that I do, music that I watch, people that I listen to that influence me, or that I strive to become successful as. I will talk a bit about what I think about different issues, but today will be mostly about boxing. Let me see what I have on my schedule. I'll be talking first of all about two royal girls from England, one called Eugene, the other called Beatrice, and some outfits they've been wearing, like later on. No, I'm sorry, not later on. It was before. One was during the Dutch and the Duke and the Duchess of Cambridge's wedding, and it was another outfit that she had called the monochrome outfit. Yeah, something like that. That monochrome outfit is one of the best outfits that I've seen in fashion, to be honest. I love it. Beatrice was wearing it. Eugene had something red. She looked good in red, but that outfit that Beatrice was wearing, I liked it. And we have more. Princess Madeline, Sweden, is too a fashion icon in my view. It's just what I think. Every time I see her, she always looks good. I think she looks best in black. I saw her today on some page on social media. She was wearing black, and I think black fits her very, very good. She looks very mysterious and like bossy. She looks dangerous in black. That's just my view of them. What I have seen, because I like to comment the stuff that I see. And then we have I have my homepage, theblackland.sc, that I've written about the BBC Awards. BBC Awards, that was yesterday. I have not seen the award, but I've read about it. I've the award winners. I have everybody on my list on the homepage, and I have the people who was on stage. And from Sweden we had a girl called Sarah Larsson who did a song that they enjoyed called Lush Life. That's not my personal favorite song of Sarah's. I think my personal favorite song, she has three. First one was Uncover. I like that one. I don't know who wrote it, but I like it. Second one was Bad Boys. That one, I feel it took me in the heart because I'm a bad boy myself. I will come to that later. And the third one is She's Not Me. That's the three best songs I've heard from Sarah Larsson. You may not agree, but that's just what I think. That was a bit of royalty. That was a bit of music. Let's see. On my homepage, now I have to go to sports.
What? Is this a good business?
Yeah, it's a good business. I wouldn't be in it if it wasn't.
Why is it a good business?
Because only the tough survive. That's the reason you ain't in it. And this punk holding the camera reading he ain't in it. Reading these rednecks out here ain't in it. Because it's a tough business.
That's terrific.
What, is that all you got?
I'll ask you the standard question. You know?
Standard question.
I think this is fake.
You think it's fake? What's that? Is that fake? Huh? What the hell's wrong with you? That's open hand slap, huh? You think it's fake? You talk like that with his face? Easy, huh?
Left to right, motherfucker, hit him up. Left to right, motherfucker, hit him up. Left to right, motherfucker, hit him up. Left to right, motherfucker, hit him up.
Them gonna love me, the local OG. They'll come and dance with me in the ring, know what I mean. I've been boxing for many years, this my dream. To be the heavyweight champ of the world like Muhammad Ali, Tyson, Lewis or Frazier, George Foreman, and it's gonna be me and you can stop me. No up in the street, motherfucker, this my dream, so I'll go without me.
Left to right, motherfucker, hit him up. 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 Left to right, motherfucker, hit him up.
I'm mean, lightning speed, dance like a butterfly, sting like a bee. Know me, rumble, young man rumble, that's me. Rumble, young man rumble. Now you see I got to get the fame. I'm talking like Muhammad Ali, strong like George Foreman. You can call me Aldo. Listen, I'm pretty, I'm sugar sweet, and the girls them love me.
Left to right, motherfucker, hit him up. 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 Left to right, motherfucker, hit him up.
We're only looking at the supreme leader, not the levels. Nigga, you wanna get higher, then everybody else has to get me. So supreme be the leader.
Supreme the leader.
Supreme the leader.
Call me the leader.
Supreme 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 the leader.
I fuck your levels.
I fuck your levels.
Niggas think I be joking.
Think so.
People them talking.
Let them be talking.
But me, I put in all the work. Supreme the leader.
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 I fuck your levels.
I fuck your levels.
Niggas think I be joking.
Think so.
People them talking.
Let them be talking.
But me, I put in all the work. Supreme the aim, I'm fucking your levels. Niggas them talking, I been you the devil. Me, I'm clever, you will say never. What for this my nigga, I'ma get cheddar. Roll with my brother, cause me, I'm better. As I fast spirits, I see there's no limits. They be telling me, my nigga, I'm winning. You know I'm sinning, my soul has the willing. Thunder, I'm killing, I stole the brick. Got your bitch, she be all on my dick. Then when I'm done her, she's taking the drink. Holding my grip, they call me so sick. Winning the whip, seat on the ship. OIFT on your ass so quick. Mark of the beast, running the streets. Hustle so deep, they know that I creep. I'm taking your money, did you live on the street? Heart of the beast, look like a lion. Wings of the angel, she know I ain't lying. Right till you die, my niggas we fly. Never seen no Bonnie and Clyde. Fuck all you pussies, this shit do or die. Supreme the leaders, I'm telling you niggas. Supreme the leader, I'm telling you niggas. Supreme the leader.
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 I fuck your levels.
I fuck your levels.
Niggas think I be joking.
Think so.
People them talking.
Let them be talking.
But me, I put in all the work. Supreme the leader.
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 Supreme
This is
the leader.
important because I did some training
I fuck your
yesterday and
levels.
I saw some stuff.
Niggas think I be joking. People them talking.
I have to say that
But me, I put in all the work.
something is happening with me that I couldn't believe like 4 or 5 years ago, but I'm going through a period where I'm finding myself better, boxing and myself in my heart, in my mind, how I think, maybe not how I speak to people, because some people say that I'm too honest and I say what I think and they don't like it, but this is Sweden, so for me, I think that people should like be more honest with themselves and not
Supreme the leader,
try to
Supreme the
live
leader,
in
Supreme the leader,
fantasy world.
Supreme the
For
leader,
me, it's
Supreme the
kinda easy.
leader, Supreme the leader. I fuck your
Say what
level.
I think to my friends. I don't say to everybody, but I say to my friends.
Them talking.
Some of my friends, you know, like it's some people accept it. Some people maybe they're not so strong individuals as me. So they can take it maybe the wrong way. But all the time, I don't mean nothing that. I mean exactly what I say. If it's good or bad, I like
Call me the God of Kings, God of the war. Enter the dialect, you know I go hard. Gotta think that people trust up in that.
Let's go to the boxing.
No matter what.
Boxing in Sweden is very, very special. It's very special because first of all, it feels like we Swedes in Sweden or into boxing who fight normal boxers around the world. We train as them, we put in the work, we do, but we cannot do our sport in our home country like the others. If we gonna do boxing in Sweden, first of all we need to apply for a certain license to something called Kansspåsdelegationen, and from there it will take 2 months. They will have a semi-trial, I don't know, some commission will sit and decide if it's okay for us to go 5-6 rounds. Even if you've been boxing your whole life and you've been away maybe 2-3 years and you want to go 6 or 8 rounder, they will tell you, no, we think that you haven't boxed for 2 years and this can be injuries on your head, and we cannot apply you this fight that you're seeking permit for to have. If it's a 6 rounder or 8 rounder, if it's 4 rounder, it's okay. You can go 4 rounder, but the 8 rounders and 6 rounders and 10 rounders and 12 rounders is very special. It's very rare. So for me, who's been boxing in Sweden, not in Africa or in France or I've been boxing in France, in Germany, in Ukraine, in a lot of countries. I remember Yugoslavia, everywhere. I think this is ridiculous. I think, this is just what I think. I think that the people who are deciding over the boxing board and what they are supposed to do are treating us like we are some third-class humans. Understand? If you look at MMA, it's much harder, much more brutal than boxing. You're airing it on different channels. We have a fighter, Alexander Gustafsson, who fought 2 title fights this last 2-3 years. We have a lot of other fighters who are fighting MMA, and I don't know if they have to go through the same process. Maybe they do, but it's ridiculous because we are there fighting amongst the best. Now we go back to boxing. I'ma just be honest, because people are calling me and talking to me about boxing because they see what I put up on my Facebook and stuff like that. When I do some training or some sparring and stuff like that, and I have my boxing page. I'm trying to build up a boxing promotion called the $1 Trillion, the Dragon and the Lions $1 Trillion promotion. So I'm looking for good boxers who are willing to become pro. I'm applying for license as a promoter soon too, but I won't be stop boxing. I will do everything that I do still. Okay, so you understand. This is what I do. So I'm looking for boxers, young boxers who are willing to come up, who have the strength, endurance, and the talent and the skills to become a good fighter like me, or even better. If you're that person and watching, contact me. We can talk something out, we can fix something out, and we can see how we move further from there. Or if you have fights you want to send to me, you send me your fights at aldo colliander 60 at googlemail.com. You send me a link to your fight and who you are, your record, how many fights you have, where you're from, and we can take it from there. But now I must go to the boxers. First, I have boxing in Sweden, the boxers. I'm just talking, if I have to go through all the champions who will sit there for forever, I will not do that. I'm just going to take pound for pound, amateur, the best one. he's from my gym, not to be egocentric or something like that. He's from my gym, but this guy, he has a bit of bad luck in his career because he's applying for Swedish papers and he cannot get the Swedish citizenship. He's a young guy. That's his shadow. His name is. I can tell you, I watched boxing for years. I watched Mike Tyson, Sheldon, I have a big time, Robert Daniels, Ray Mercer, Evander Holyfield, Lennox Lewis, Mike Tyson, Gennady Golovkin, Floyd Mayweather, Rigon Dow, Orlando Solista that fought Taras Denko, Vladimir Klitschko, Anthony Joshua. All of these guys, Billy Hampton, Frampton, I don't know what their name is. All of these guys, I've watched them for years. Listen, this guy, what Lassis brings to boxing is something that many boxers has missed. And this is very, very hard for many boxers to learn. But this guy, he has this from his first day I saw him in boxing. The first day I saw him, I didn't think he was so special until I started training with him. When I came out from my sentence, I started training with him. He was helping me actually in the ring. And then I started to understand his boxing abilities. I started to understand his boxing skills. But he was tall and thin. He didn't have like a lot of muscles. So during the summer I started lifting weights and I forced him to come and lift with me. And he has a trainer called Vido Rakovic. I'm not his trainer or nothing like that. We just train in the same gym. From time to time I'm there training with him, and from time to time I can see him do his training. This is the amateur club. I'm not like there every day. I'm just there from time to time. Sometimes my son goes there, train boxing. He's 9 years old, and my daughter, who's 11, too, goes there sometime and try to do some training just for fun. They are not fighting. But Lassis, for me, Lassis is very, very special. Why I say he's pound for pound the best boxer in Sweden. And I mean that over a long period of time. I saw George Scott, who was Olympic medalist. He had the same caliber as Lassis. But George Scott had more tempo. But George Scott was older too when I saw him. Lassis, he's a young kid. And all of the other boys, there are a lot of boys who are good boxers in Sweden. I'm not saying that this is the only one. There are a lot of boys. We have Dennis, his two brothers, Kaufer. We have the other guy, Johannes. We have Anthony Vigid as a pro. We have a lot of boxers who are good, you understand? But there is something very special with Lassis. And actually, in his last fight in the King of the Ring, I don't know if you ever saw it, he was stepping up now to becoming a stronger boxer after the summer of training with weights and stuff like that. Maybe when we train on the pads, me and him, I was forcing him to hit harder. Maybe some of that has sinked in, I don't know what. I'm not taking credit for nothing. I think everything is up to him and Vido, because him and Vido and Uwe Jättelundby, who was at the gym, they are the ones who are controlling his training, and they are the ones who has developed him, and they are the ones who's helped him from day one, since he came to the club in Granberg. So for me, and people who know boxing in Sweden will know Lassis, and they have seen Lassis, they will understand what I mean. I don't talk shit, I don't favor nobody over boxing or over his skills. I'm just being real. That's boxing, pound for pound, amateur. Okay. As a pro, the best pro, I will tell you, we had a very good pro named Attila Levin, who was a very dangerous fighter. Very, very dangerous fighter. I was a bit younger than him, 2 years or something, but I started much later than him. So he was on his way to greatness as I stepped in to take my career on. Attila is one of the best boxers on a long time. They're written about him in the news and stuff, but now he's stopped. For me, that's a pity, because I think Attila is if he would train and continue to do what he does, he would make some kind of mark in his career. But he was there, but he was not at top. But he was there. He was fighting Klitschko and Italian them as amateur. He lost to them, but he took some medal as an amateur. It was good. And he did some fights with some European fighters in the end that didn't work out so good. So he said that he would stop. For me, it's sad. We have another boxer called Mudu Salah anyway. Some of y'all know. Me and Mudu had our fights, which I won. Yeah, I have to say so. Which I won. I think I won 2 times, and third time, or first time I won Tammerfors. Second time I was supposed to meet him in Uppsala, then he didn't show up. Third time we fought at the Swedish Championships. That was my last amateur fight in Sweden. Then I won, and a lot of people were there to see. But to me, Mudu has always been like the next coming man, and I was right about that when I stepped in as pro. Mudu took over, because all of these guys that we're gonna talk about, like we got one guy, Robert Helenius. He fought Mudu 12 times, and he lost 12 times. 13 or 11 times, 11 times he fought Mudu, and Mudu won all the times. And the last time they fought, Mudu made a mistake, he got knocked out. That was the last time they fought, what I heard. I don't know about that, but that's just what I know. And Mudu fought Adrian Granat in the Swedish Championship, the guy who's now a title holder, IBF Intercontinental title holder, and Mudu knocked him out really easy. They had to carry Adrian out from the ring. That was in the Swedish Championship. People were there, they saw the fight. And we got another guy called Otto Ali that I will take next time. Today I will go through a summary of Adrian's fights, because for me, Adrian, they hype Adrian a lot. People tell me about him, they hype him, but he doesn't have half of the skills of many other heavyweights has. So he's just big, nothing more to it. Many heavyweights are big, so that's nothing new. But I have to go through it because I want to fight Adrian, and I don't know how to do to get this fight. I don't know how to do to get people to understand that I will beat him. If I won't stop him, I will beat him for sure. If I will knock him out or not, that's something else. So for me, I've been watching Adrian for a long time. I was the first, let me tell you the truth, I was the first guy who challenged Adrian to fight when I was locked up. I had a computer and I saw him, he was doing his boxing, he was in Germany. I said, this guy could be a good stepping stone for me for a comeback fight. So I contacted him in Facebook, I talked to him, and I saw pretty there, he was a douche, understand me? He said, I'm a douche, but this guy, he was a real douche. So he was like, I'm gonna knock you out, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. And he was pretty thin at that time, because I saw his pictures on Facebook. But at the course of time, he went to Germany. I don't know what they did to him in Germany. He started swelling up, he started getting bigger, his head started looking like a fucking alien to me. And I'm like, okay, he can do whatever. I was still beating, because I see what I see when I see his fights. And if I go through his record, I will tell you, he fought guys like Sami Hutar. Otto Ali fought him. Otto Ali had the most awful fight of his career, but that happens in boxing. Some opponents won't treat you good, so I don't blame Otto for that. Otto tried, but there you can see stuff with Otto. Sami Kurtag he's an old man from Yugoslavia or something. He had 5 TKO wins in his career and 1 KO. Okay, that was Adrian's, not this fight, but the fight before that. No, two fights ago he fought, and then he fought Michael Spott. I'm not going through them numerologically, I'm just going through them. He fought Michael Spott, who's been over the hill like 10 years ago. Even I wanted to fight Michael Spott when Michael Spott was at his top. So, but I didn't, because my hand was broken, so I didn't. And he fought after Darrell Ding Dong or Ding Ding Wilson. He was good, but we don't know who was fighting or when he was fighting this guy and who the guy was fighting. But he looked good with at that fight that I saw him. But when I didn't get him, he was fat, overweight, and older. I'm sorry, but that's just life. I'm not talking shit. Then he fought Constantine Irish. I fought Constantine Irish 10 years ago. I knocked him out in Germany when I was at University Gym. And I went to Arena Gym where I met Ahmed Erner, a promoter in Germany, who had Solis that I fought with. I lost to Solis, but it was an even fight compared to Solis, what he is now or what Solis has done as an amateur. He's 3 times world champion as an amateur and 1 time Olympic champion, heavyweight Olympic champion. I never seen Granat or Otto Wallin, or none of them fought guys. I beat guys like Robert Daniels, USA, who was a WBA light heavyweight champion. I beat him 2 times. I fought guys like Taras Bidenko. I fought guys like Antoine Palatis. I fought guys like Almas Guzmeyev from Finland, who was very good too. He was unbeaten when I fought him. Or he had 1 loss, but the loss was due to injury. Nobody had beat him. I beat a guy from Finland too. They call Alan Granfors. He was a knockout artist at this time. That was my comeback fight in Sweden. I sparred Mikael Lindblad. He knows me. Sparred everybody in Sweden. I sparred everybody in Germany, from Dimitrenko to Bidenko to everybody. You know, I don't need to go through names. Golovkin was at Universum. He was one of the first boxer there. That's where was he did his first fight. I was there and saw it. So I've been around with good boxers. It's no bullshit. I've been in Universal. I sparred with Valuev, sparred with Marco Hook, I sparred with Juan Pablo Hernandez, other like cruiserweight, and a lot of other guys that I forgot. Genghis Kosh, I knocked him down in sparring, stuff like that. So these are people that are good boxers. And Sammy Kurta, he was over Constantine Irish, I knocked out, and Danny Williams was over the hill. He fought him like a couple of years ago. Danny Williams had this point when he fought Tyson. That's the only big win he has, or some wins in UK. He was good when he was younger, had a different style of boxing, but he was a fighter back in the days. Now he's just taking money. So, Utu, I will take Utu next time we talk about boxing. We talked about the amateurs. We talked about Utu is ranked 4 in the. He's ranked number 18 in the EU titles. If Utu Wallin, I'm talking to Swedish people. If Utu Wallin is ranked 18 on the EU rankings and looks like it does in TV and on the internet and everywhere, and they try to promote him. Sauerland tried to promote him. Hats off to Sauerland. Good promotion. Nisse and the other guy do a hell of a job. I was dealing with Sauerland before when this guy Manuel Schar and me and Alex Abraham, the younger brother of Arthur Abraham, and me, we were out a night and something happened. Some guy got stabbed. Fight in the streets. We had a Mercedes Benz we were driving. Some of the guys was throwing eggs at people. I didn't understand why. Me and Marco had a hard day in sparring. He beat me. He gave me a low blow that took me very, very hard in my undersection, so I could actually not walk, to be honest. It was very hard. I was off training for 2 days. It was hurting. I thought my balls had exploded. But it was because I was better than Marco in the ring, and he couldn't handle that, so he hit me with purpose with an uppercut, right uppercut under in my balls. So that happened. So they came to the hotel where I was living to try to make up with me. Marco wanted to make up with me, so they wanted to take me out. So they took me out. They borrowed Arthur Abraham's car. When they took Arthur Abraham's car, it was a blue Mercedes, and we were driving a car. At the time I was into iced tea, big iced tea packets that they sell. And I bought my iced tea. I sat in the back wearing my boss clothes and my designer clothes that I was doing at that time. The police in Germany took them, and I haven't got them back because I was looking for blood after. And they They did some more stuff. They took eggs, and there were Alexander Zipos was there, Marco Hook, Alex Abraham, he was driving the car, Zipos was driving the other car, Marco was in the other car, me, Manuel Shaw, and Alex was in one car in the Mercedes. So they was having fun. They was throwing eggs at people. So I was like, this is not normal. We don't do this in Sweden, but in Germany some people does that. It's cool. I don't blame them. And sometimes they took a mask. Somebody was sitting at the bus and they ran. And they pulled up with the car. They scared the guy, and the guy ran for his life, and they laughed and had fun. So for me, it was okay. It's typical boxer mentality. Fun, but that what they call fun, maybe other people don't call fun. Okay. But Shar went out with a knife. They wrote about this in the newspaper. People who are boxing in Germany know this. Something happened with some guy. Shar had a knife, and there was a fight. We all got into the fight because we're not strangers to fight. We got into the fight outside, and the guy got stabbed like 5, 6, 7 times or something like that. Arabic guy. And he went to the hospital, and I don't know what happened. My German was not so good. But the day after, I just woke up. I went home. The car, they threw bicycles at the car, Coca-Cola for bottles, so the car, they had to send it pretty immediately. So what happened? It's not fiction, it's just a story, because it's been in the news and people know it. This is what happened between me and Saulan, because Hagen Duden was working at the time, and Hagen told me that people tried to blame me because I was a black man. Tried to say that I was the one who created the problem, but they were lying. It was not. This is the truth. Manuel knows this is the truth, and they can say what they want. He did this, he did that, he said that. It's just bullshit. So I'm just saying how it is. So they continue, and what happened was that the police took me in the morning. They came to my hotel and they took me. I was together with my girlfriend. I was shocked. So the fuck, I was standing in my underpants sleeping. 9 in the morning. They came in. Polizei, and he had a golden badge, something, a big guy in German. I was like, what the fuck, this guy cannot fight him or something like that. And he had his stick, you know. So they came to the gym. They came to the gym the day before to Sauerland gym. And when they came to Sauerland gym, there was a lot of police people. The day before, they took me. And they said something happened, there was a car, the car was registered, because somebody was, the police stopped us in the car, and then Alex was driving the car. He had blood on his t-shirt. So, but the police, he was by himself, so he didn't arrest Alex. Me and Alex and Manuel, we went back to Arthur's house, and we gave the car to Arthur, and they drive me home to the hotel in another car, and then we continued. I just want to forget everything, you know. So they continued home. I was in my hotel. I talked to my girlfriend. I didn't tell her what happened. I was waiting until I came home. But the day after I went to the gym, I was standing shadow boxing in the old in the gym there in Germany. I don't know, in Berlin. There was a big mirrors and stuff. They're stationed in this sports arena, Sauerland. And then I remember police coming. A lot of green police came in from nowhere. I was standing doing my shadow. I didn't want to look at them because, you know, we don't mess with the police. We tried to take it easy, didn't say nothing. They left. They took Alexander Zipos that night. They took, that day, that morning, they took him with him or something like that. They went to interrogate him. Then I went home. I thought, I'm cool because I didn't do nothing. But they took me in the morning, 9 in the morning. They came to my hotel and they wanted me to come with them. I wanted to talk, and they told me, you're going to Knast. I was like, what the fuck is Knast? Knast means like prison. You're going to jail. That's what they told me. So ich verstand ein bisschen Deutsch. I understand a little Deutsch. I've been in Germany a lot. So yeah, I was like, what the fuck? I'm used to talking to the police internationally too. So I was like, okay. I talked to them, we went to the police station, they wanted me to tell what happened. I told them, I don't know nothing. Case closed. They bring in a translator, I told them, I don't know nothing. They put me in the cell for some hours, tried to get me to talk. I told them, I don't know nothing, I don't understand what he's saying, because I don't speak Swedish so good, stuff like that. They understood that they couldn't get nothing out of me, so they drove me back home. No, they left me outside to take my ass back to the hotel. Then I went back to the gym, we talked, me and Hagen and a lot of people in Sauron, we talked, and stories come. They took Alex, they took Manuel in prison. I think Alex got some months for that afterwards. So they talked, blah, he said this, he said that, he said this, he said that. They tried to blame it on me. So in the end, what happened, I lost my opportunity to work with Sauron there, because people was talking a lot of shit about the black man, of course. The other guys could go further in Germany with their careers. I had to go to Ukraine and continue my boxing career. So, and that was that. Because Sauron had the TV promotion team in Sweden, because I wanted to be in Sweden. Universal didn't have the TV promotion in Sweden, so they said maybe it's better if you talk to Sauron, they will give you better money than we can do. The boxing is about money, so somebody contacted me. I did not even contact them. So Hagen didn't contacted me, wanted me to come and spar. So I was there. I was in Kickbound where they trained. I was there for some weeks, off and on. Aldo was supposed to fight some guy in USA or something like that. Back in the days, I don't remember. Willie Wagner was there. One of the other guys, Sergey, who works with them, who gives them like fighters from Russia, was there. And Valuer was there and his trainer. So everybody was there at the time. But what happened to me was that I couldn't get my opportunity that I needed to continue my career because of that situation. So that destroyed for me, and I think that still is in their heads when they talk to me in Sweden, because they're in Sweden now and doing shows. They have Putuvalin, I want to fight Putuvalin, but no, they want to give me the chance to beat Putuvalin. Because maybe they know I'll beat him, or they have some that we call some bad intentions towards me. So, but still, I respect Sauron. I'm not talking shit about Sauron, but I'm just have to say what happened that time and what really went down. So that's that.
You know, people don't like that I love you, baby.
Sweden, Jimmie Åkesson, and there's a party called Sverigedemokraterna that many people in Sweden fear, because it's a right-wing kind of party, and I've seen from day one as how they try to destroy my career when I had my last stuff with the law. I see how they like following me and looking me up, trying to be like fishy on the net. I know something is going on with them. It's easy. But for me, what I want to say is that Jimmie Åkesson to me is not. He's not the guy who's supposed to lead the country. So if you lead the country and you open the doors for people to come in and work to make this a nice society like it is Sweden, and then all of a sudden you have these guys, these thugs, hooligans, bums, who's thinking that they are some Hitler kind of guys running around the streets with bats, not bats, iron bats, not like American basketball bats, but like iron stuff, and beating people on the street who are known in Sweden, foreigners, just because they're foreigners. They're beating all the people who works with them, has come out in media, said how they treat them, how they try to downplay them and make them look bad. And the other guy, the other day, he was outside a bar, he beat some guy because some guy told him about the incident where he beat somebody on the street with that iron thing that I was talking about. So he beat him and now they suspend him from his party, but he can come back. He has to take time out. I think Jimmy Åkesson should take time out forever, because I think that what they are doing, this Hitler propaganda they are trying to spread in Sweden is not working for a lot of Swedish guys. Sweden is a very cool country, and we who are on the ground, we see how Sweden is developing. It's more the elders and the politicians who are trying to pull this so-called agenda through the system. I know they were hating, I know they will write stuff about me, but me, they've written so much stuff about me when I had my problem with my ex-girlfriend. So there was a news, I don't know what they call it, they wrote everything they knew about me and put on some extra salt and pepper and gasoline, and they sent it to everybody in Stockholm. Even my mom got it, even some reporters got it, and then they closed the newspaper. So for me, it was back then, at that time when they took me, and now when I came out, that's when the stuff started in Sweden, the formal agenda or the racist today. I think the news were very good in what they do, but for me, when the news are showing these people and giving them space in media, doesn't apply to realness for me. For me, that's fakeness, because they show one thing and they show that. You can say that everybody has a right to be shown, but I think what the Nobel Committee did, that they didn't want Jimmy Åkesson there, was very right. And for me, people who spread this agenda, racist agenda, talk about Hitler and try to march like Hitler on the street and say that foreigners should leave our country, these people have nothing to do with society, number one. Because why they don't have nothing to do with society? Because our world is changing and we have kids. Our kids will have kids. And for me, it's very important that our kids will not learn hatred. Very important. If it's sports and it's competition, it's one thing. After this competition, you hug each other, you go on. I know it's politics. Politics, it can be the same. I've never been to a political room. I've never seen how they work, but I understand that some of them are friends, like Trump and Hillary Clinton. They've known each other for years. People say to me that Trump is a racist. I don't see Trump as a racist. A racist wouldn't have to deal with Mike Tyson and Don King and people like that, and Kanye West and stuff like that. Racist doesn't do that. Maybe people told him to do that, but he doesn't do that. For me, Kanye West has lost it all because everybody will put him on the stage and listen to them talking shit about Beyonce, Jay-Z, Kid Cunning, all kinds of rappers just been snitching down and talking bad about society and stuff like that. So for me, Kanye is like, he's over there like the boxers. This guy's fighting. He can go to whoever he wants to. He can try to do whatever he wants to. You know, because he can do whatever he wants to. They can take pictures with whoever they want to in the press and show off. I don't care, because I know that's the way they respond. So that's why I'm doing my thing, to respond to you guys. It's not a war. I'm just saying what I feel and how I see stuff. So do what you want, say what you want. I'm watching you. I will say what I think. That's just that. I think to me, Jimmy Åkesson and his whole party shouldn't exist in Sweden. And I've been praying for something to wipe them out. I don't mean to kill them. I mean to wipe them out from the system. Because people who follow them, they don't know what they're doing. People who follow the ideology of Hitler and what happened to the Jews and stuff like that, think that that's okay. That's very wrong. I have Jewish people in my Swedish part of the family, and they were some of the nicest guys that I saw when I was younger. They gave me the movie Star Wars, the first one with Obi-Wan Kenobi and Yoda and all of these guys, and Jar Jar Binks and all of them. I learned it from them. So they showed me a nice part of Europe when I came here, and this is a memory that I always carry with me. So when I see people like this, the Swedish Democrats who are fighting with foreigners and stuff like that, girls and hijab. I had to redo stuff. Something is wrong with the camera. I don't know. Fishing. But back to business. I was talking about Sarah Democratina, Jimmy Åkesson, and the guy who was in the news the other day who beat some guy outside a club, acting like a thug. This is not the first time they've done it. They've done it for several times, and this is their way to get like publicity stunt in Sweden, so the news can write about them. I think it's wrong of the news to even give them space in a society that we call a democratic society. All this hatred should not be going on, because guys like that, they should put them in prison. That's just what I think. So it doesn't matter if he comes in with a suit and looks nice and stuff like that. It has nothing to do in Sweden. It doesn't matter if he's Swedish. Those type of people have to put them behind bars, because the ideology that they are putting in Sweden doesn't work. Maybe it can work in other places, but not in Sweden. I don't know. I'm not in other countries. I just know in Sweden. This guy is Jimmy Åkesson. He's a good speaker, but half of the thing he does, he couldn't stand up to it. I put him in the same room as me. He would shit his pants. Him and all of his guys. None of them can do it. So for me, these are some cowards who are using people who don't have the same mentality or seen the same stuff as they do to use them to gain power. For me, that's wrong. You should not use other people in that fashion. So for me, I think everybody who uses anti-Semitic stuff in the news and using foreigners, threatening foreigners when they come, building up gangs or threatening people, normal people who come to this country to try to make a better living. For me, these people are not a part of society. I know I haven't been the best person in my life, but I've changed. They locked me up many years. They're still locking me up. They're still monitoring me as we speak. So for me, this is the way society has become. So I've chosen to take another road in life, and if they try to frame me for something, they will know exactly what's going on. So for me, this is my way of talking to people and making them know who I am, not what people write about me or say in the news, or what Sarah Democratina did to me when I had an argument with my girlfriend, and they did a process where they had a news that they closed, had sent my picture and my boxing record and everything they knew about me, plus some salt and some gasoline and some pepper to spice it up, and then they closed the shop, the newspaper, and they talked a lot of shit about me that I still hear until today. People don't see me the way that they saw me before because of this incident that happened between me and my ex. Doesn't matter what happened between me and my ex, it's been 1,000 times worse stuff, and they haven't gone through what I'm going through or what I went through and still going through. So just because you make something good doesn't take the years you took from my kids and me, and from my name, from my personality, everything that somebody did to me. I don't know who, but I thank them for that, because that made me the person I am today, that made me who I am today, that made me stronger, made me see myself as another type of human being. I'm not a human. You have to understand, I'm not like you are. I'm different. People know me, they know I'm different. And in Sweden, they don't like people who is different. Jimmy Åkesson and them, they are not different, they're average. That's why they try to become different by taking a stupid ideology from somebody who did a lot of stuff to bad people, use people through history. We talk about Hitler, and he's taking his way of thinking to the next level now in Sweden, and I don't think it's right. I don't know what happened in Germany, I was not there, but from what I read and what I've seen on history and stuff like that, what the Jewish people who was at the Holocaust, who came through with their tattoos and everything, they said that's nothing we want in a modern society. So these people has to be stopped. That's how I see it. It has to be stopped. You have to close the shop. If somebody wants to close the door in history, close the door on these people. That's what I have to say about them. That's just my words. And everything with me started when these people started to come out. That's when they started writing about me, because I didn't know that racists had something against me. When I was in school in Frieshuset, we had the skinheads and we had us foreigners up there, and skinheads and foreigners were standing smoking cigarettes, talking like nothing happened. They had the jackets and the shoes and the jeans like skinheads had, but racist skinheads had. Okay, in the weekends there were fights with other skinheads and us. Okay, but I didn't know that they had against me in that fashion. They did. That was worse. And they wanted the Aftonbladet to write about me, but Aftonbladet didn't write about me. And I thank Aftonbladet for that still until today, because they made me a huge favor. So I don't think it's right what Sverige organized me in Sweden, and everybody who knows me and been around here or in Norrland or somewhere or in Sweden, they will know me for a special character. I'm not the same, I'm different. I'm just trying to make you know that. So I'm thinking more of like kids who are sick, take care of them. I hope not your kid gets sick or my kid. That would be the worst nightmare ever. I'm trying to be a better person than I was before. I'm trying to show love. If I do boxing, it's something else. But I'm trying to be a better person. I'm more mature now, and I'm better. I leave it at that. Thank you.
No one is hurting her because money rule the world. The system got her stuck in a big girl zone, so she has to sell her body to get the girls. Everybody run her, all of them girls. Little girl is running here, she's stuck in the hood. Crack fiends all around her and they're holding every word. So she sell her body for 20 bucks, that's not good. Hormones is taking over, she need a crack dose. She take the crack pipe from the bag and she lights one, and she feels like home in the toilet there, son. Let me keep telling you about this little one. Nothing in this girl's life was ever